The iPad mini is now available. So how does it stack up against one of its main competitors, the Google's Nexus 7? Well, let's take a look. Both tablets are designed to be held naturally in portrait mode, and the front camera is positioned accordingly on both devices. The iPad is 7.2mm thin compared to the 10mm of the Nexus 7. The iPad mini weighs in at only 308 grams and the Nexus 7 weighs in at 340 grams. As crazy as it may sound, it is a noticeable difference, and that may come down to how the two devices are balanced more than actual weight. Then we have the cool, smooth aluminium finish of the iPad mini compared to the almost plastic back of the Nexus that somehow seems to feel like real leather, and this really comes down to taste. First impressions are that we have two very different feeling tablets straight out of the box. The iPad mini has a 5-megapixel camera on the back, where the Nexus 7 has no back camera at all. Now, we've always said that a back camera on tablet seems like a feature of little use, but with the ease of carrying the iPad mini around, that might change things completely. Now, both tablets have a 1.2-megapixel camera on the front panel, and both can record HD or support HD video calls. Display-wise, the iPad mini has a 1020 by 768 pixel resolution, which delivers 163 pixels per inch density, compared to the Nexus 7, which is a 1280 by 800 pixel resolution that provides 216 pixels per inch density. Now, both utilize IPS screens for bright, clear colors and wide viewing angles. However, here the difference between the two is noticeable, with the Nexus 7 screen looking like the better of the two. Now, having said that, the iPad mini is a 7.9-inch screen in a 4:3 aspect ratio. The screen real estate is quite different, with 192 square centimeters of screen real estate, while the more narrow 16:9 ratio Nexus 7 only has 142 square centimeters. Now, this 4:3 aspect ratio on the iPad mini keeps experiences like browsing and other tablet apps on the iPad mini as good as its bigger brother. Now, you can see the Nexus 7 layout is quite different and does look like less is being shown on the screen while we're browsing. Now, both tablets come with the latest versions of their respective software, although we do know that an update to Android to 4.2 is expected shortly. Now, the iPad mini is run by an A5 dual-core processor with half a gig of RAM, versus the Nexus 7, which is powered by a Tegra 3 quad-core processor and 1 gig of RAM. From a storage point of view, the iPad mini comes in with 16, 32 and 64 gigabyte capacities with no memory expansion, and the Nexus 7 comes in with a choice of 16 or 32 gigabyte models, also with no external memory. Content-wise, the iPad mini has over 275,000 apps developed specifically for the iPad, which the iPad mini can use straight out of the box. Now, the Nexus 7 has improved its book, movie and music offering, but doesn't really have much in the way of tablet-specific apps. It's actually quite hard to find any kind of categorization on the Google Play network for tablet-specific apps, whether it's dead simple to find iPad versus iPhone apps on the App Store. So, based on what we've just seen, which tablet do you prefer? That's our direct comparison of the iPad mini versus the Nexus 7. If you want to see the iPad mini benchmarked against the Google Nexus 7, click over here. If you'd like to see our in-depth series of videos on the new iPad 4, click over here. As always, we'd love to hear what you have to say in the comments area below. Please share this video with your family and friends. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Until next time. Benchmarking over here. The new iPad over here.